I'm Unique, reporting to you on Creative Ministry News. Today we have several special guests to talk to us what it was like to follow Jesus. Our first guest will be John the Baptist. Hi, John the Baptist. Is it okay if I just call you John?
Of course you can call me John. That is my name, of course.
So John, can you tell us what it was like to follow Jesus and what it cost?
Well, where do I start? I preached in the wilderness eating bugs called locusts and honey. Would you like to try some?
Ew, no thanks.
Okay, more for me then. Anyways, I mainly preach to people while I walk around in the wilderness. I also baptize them.
So that's why you're called John the Baptist. So why is being baptized so important, and what does it mean? Does it mean that you're forgiven?
Being baptized doesn't mean you've been forgiven. It means that you're ready to accept Jesus. Being baptized comes from asking God for forgiveness. It's important to show people because you are ready to accept Jesus into your life and you're going to change. Like being nicer to people and listening to your parents and teachers.
That's very interesting. Well, John, I just wanted to say thank you for coming out today and telling us what it was like to follow Jesus.
Thank you for inviting me. Well then, I guess it's time for me to enjoy my locusts and honey for dinner. Bye everyone.
Alright, bye John. Our next special guest will be Apostle Paul. Hey, Apostle Paul.
Shalom.
Thank you for coming. So I have a couple of questions for you today. What did you do before you started following Jesus, and what did you do after?
Good question. Before I followed Jesus, I used to put people who follow him in jail. I was mean. When I was on my way to Damascus, I was blinded by a bright light. No one saw the light but me. I fell off my horse because it was so bright. Then a voice came to me and said, Saul, 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 why are you persecuting me?
Wait. So is your name Saul or Paul? I thought it was always Paul.
I have two first names, Paul and Saul. People from where I was born had two first names. Going back to the story, I then asked, Who are you, Lord? And the voice said, I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. But rise and enter the city, and you will be told what you are to do. The people with me were confused because they heard Jesus, but didn't see the same bright light I did. After Jesus talked to me, the people with me took me to Damascus. I stayed in Damascus for 3 days because I was still blind, so I didn't eat or drink anything. Then a man named Ananias came to me and prayed for me. After he was done, I was no longer blind. I was then baptized and started following Jesus.
Wow, what a story. So what was it like after following Jesus?
Following Jesus, I began preaching about Jesus and how Jesus is real. I went from city to city telling everyone about Jesus. I would be put in jail because I was telling people about Jesus. That didn't stop me. I still prayed to God and told people about Jesus by writing letters. It was hard because some people didn't like me. I still preach anyway because Jesus saved me from sinning more.
Wow. Well, Saul and Paul, thank you for coming out tonight and sharing your story with us.
Thank you for having me share my story.
All right, thank you. Next up will be Mary and Madeline, but first, a little commercial break.
I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. Though none go with me, still I will follow. Though none go with me, still I will follow. Though none go with me, still I will follow. No turning back, no turning back. 같은 게 부야 번호다 queda 같은 게 부야 번호다 queda 같은 게 부야 번호다 queda The world behind me, the cross before me. The world behind me, the cross before me. The world behind me, the cross before me. No turning back, no turning back, no turning back, no turning back.
Welcome back, everyone. So here we have Mary Madeline. Hey, Mary Madeline.
Well, hello there.
So can you tell us what made you follow Jesus?
Well, I was possessed by 7 demons, and I was like, "Wah!" And no one was able to help me. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to see the light again. I was lost in darkness.
Wow, 7 demons?
Yes, it was scary. Then a man named Jesus came, and he did what no one could. He casted the demons out, and I was able to see the light again. I was no longer lost. That's when I decided to become one of his servants, to serve him and to follow him.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing your little story with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right, bye. Hey guys, and finally we have John, one of Jesus' disciples who followed him around.
Hi.
Hey John, I was hoping you were able to tell us what it was like to follow Jesus and what it cost.
Well, when Jesus first came to us, my brother James, Dad and I were fishing on our boat. He then said, "I'll make you fishers of men." So, my brother James and I then left my dad and fishing nets behind and started following him. When the 12 of us started following Jesus, we were amazed by all the miracles he was doing. He was feeding 5,000 people with just 5 bread and 2 fishes. There were a lot of miracles being performed, but we will be here all night if I were to tell them all.
Wow, sounds like it was a hard decision to leave. Well, thank you for sharing your story with us.
You're welcome.
All right, bye. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you all learned what everyone here tonight did to follow Jesus. But before we go, if you haven't followed Jesus yet, would you?
Ever get something in your head? It's nothing you heard or something you read. Ever had a cup but you never saw him play? Brought to your knees but you never prayed. Jesus in disguise, Jehovah passing by. The burden of a tear hanging in your eye. Jesus in disguise, a scar across the sky. You were looking for a key. as I can, blind as I am, blind as I am. Open my eyes wide as I can, blind as I am, blind as I am. Jesus in disguise.